Hi there, everyone. How are you doing? Today, I'm talking about feeling our emotions. Do you ever allow yourself to just sit and feel your emotions, even if it's uncomfortable? Feeling our emotions is important because it allows us to process our thoughts and reactions, which can help us respond to situations in a healthier way. Many times, people stuff emotions because it's too hard to deal with things like grief, trauma, expectations, or fear of rejection. While stuffing emotions might provide temporary relief, it can have long-term negative effects on a person's mental and physical health. Stuffing emotions can lead to stress, anxiety, depression, or difficulties in relationships. It can also contribute to high blood pressure, heart disease, digestive issues, and insomnia. Stuffing emotions can lead to physical health problems over time and can weaken the immune system, making a person more susceptible to illnesses and infections. As we work through emotions, we develop better coping skills, leading to improved emotional well-being. So I remember a childhood memory when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I was upset and started crying. My dad responded by taking me into the bathroom, telling me to stop crying, and then had me look in the mirror while I cried. Surprisingly, it did make me stop crying. And looking back on it now, it seems like an unusual approach. I do find it humorous and interesting as a way to stop my tears. While I'm not someone who usually suppresses emotions, there have been moments when I've done so. We've all experienced discomfort in our lives, and when we're uncomfortable, our usual instinct is to seek relief. So, as a young adult, I used to eat my emotions. Whether I was happy, sad, or just needed comfort, food was my go-to solution. I was also shy, and I'm still shy. But the first thing I did was I would have a drink in order to fit in or be less shy. And it did work a little bit. I felt a little less shy, but I also felt terrible the next day. Not only did it rob my energy, but it made me sad, angry, and depressed. Was drinking worth it for me? No, it wasn't. Now I've found better ways to deal. I actually gave up drinking and refined sugar and meat decades ago. I eat very healthy now. I no longer stuff my feelings and I just feel them. And it honestly doesn't even occur to me anymore to eat food for comfort because I've learned to work through all the emotions, even if it's uncomfortable. And sometimes it's really scary and uncomfortable, like I said, but it's what's needed to work through the feelings. We humans have a range of emotions available to us, and at times we carry stories from our past where we were discouraged from expressing emotions and were even shamed if we did so. It wasn't uncommon to hear phrases like, quit being a baby, or stop crying, or I'll give you something to cry about. Have you heard those? We heard those from our parents when we were upset. The thing is, though, attempting to suppress emotions can leave us feeling stuck. Psychology today says that when you're focused on numbing your feelings rather than processing them and using unhealthy coping strategies, you prevent yourself from living a full and meaningful life. Numbing feelings can lead to addictions to food, alcohol, shopping, gambling, or gaming. So it's important to recognize and manage emotions effectively to maintain mental and physical health. The more we shove emotions down, the more they tend to resurface. The key to moving past our emotions is to allow ourselves to feel them. A therapist can be helpful in working with you in processing emotions in a healthy way. So I would suggest if you are dealing with stuffing emotions, not feeling emotions, eating emotions, or using other ways to deal with them, contact a therapist. They're really helpful. To truly experience an emotion, we need to connect with what's happening in our bodies. For instance, when sadness strikes and there's an urge to cry, it's essential to honor that feeling and let the tears flow. Bottling up emotions often stems from the fear of appearing weak and being subjected to shame. Some individuals have experienced the loss of loved ones and carry a deep sense of grief, yet they hold back tears. While this might be a way to escape discomfort, the practice of suppressing emotions can take a toll on both our well-being and manifest into conditions that I mentioned before, such as heart disease, diabetes, or depression. Part of self-care involves giving ourselves permission to process our emotions, a skill that requires practice. A good way to feel and process emotions is to practice mindfulness and consider incorporating meditation. Regularly practicing mindfulness or meditation helps us become skilled at handling our emotions in the moment. Permitting ourselves to genuinely feel and process our emotions is a crucial aspect of fostering our own emotional well-being. So the Focus Your Time podcast 117 is about grieving through the holidays, and it's relevant really all year. And it's on my YouTube channel as well. And even though it's not the holidays, like I said, it may be useful some of you to hear, especially if you're holding in emotions. Podcast number 135 is about pet grief and loss, and also on YouTube. You can also read more about stuffing your emotions at focusyourtime.com/emotions. That's it for today. I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye.